Hopeful new day to learn, relearn, heal, and grow on to every priceless miracle out there. This segment is based on my 41 plus years of collaboration with children, teachers, other professionals, and people in general. It's natural to care for every priceless and capable child. It's natural for a primary caregiver or a parent to deeply be connected to a child's well-being. However, when that child continues to develop and grow, it has been reportedly severely damaging to a child's life and mental and emotional progress when a parent behaves in covert and or overt micromanaging and controlling ways. Now, covert ways are more subtle. They're through subtle manipulation and self-sabotaging techniques to prevent that child from something in essence that leads back to their unhealed or inconsistently addressed traumas and the way they perceived areas of their life and things that they've gone through. Now, when we do this, we're treating a child or children like they're an extension of us, like they are us. However, every priceless miracle on the shared planet is a unique individual with their own unique way, of processing things in life. We share commonalities. However, we're all unique. And Yahweh recognized that. That's why Yahweh, Jehovah, inspired and preserved various different females and males that we can learn from. What may affect me may not affect someone else. What may affect them may not affect me as adversely. So everyone is unique. And when we treat a child, we unhealthily treat a child in a way that we're projecting our unhealed or inconsistently responsibility ultimately is up to us to remain honest about how we feel about things and being honest about what we didn't get over. And when we're not honest about that and we don't address that in consistent therapy or counseling of some sort, and we continue to subconsciously hold on to it, and we're not consistent about being honest about how we feel, or we're not consistent about really being, honest about not being proactive in therapy or some type of continuous healthy coping mechanisms, then either that child becomes a punching bag in some sorts of our frustrations, or as they get older, we continue to do all we can to sabotage their changes or things that are much needed in their continuous progress and growth. Now, in your mind, you may believe you're protecting them, but Yahweh may see that you're actually stifling them and you're actually hindering them in much needed changes that Yahweh feels and sees completely that they're ready for, and that they'll be okay if things change in regards to. Pardon me, my allergies and asthma. It's very important that we don't treat people like they're not capable of getting through things. We are not better than them. We're not more stronger than them. Sometimes they may exhibit to have strengths in areas that we're still developing in, and we may be significantly more older than them, and that we all could learn from 1 Samuel 16 verses 7, where someone may appear more capable, they may appear they're older, they may be more experienced, so they know more. Not necessarily. Jehovah may see that person may be more developed in an area than somebody else. Same thing with Saul. Saul was angry and being, fostering jealousy against David because Jehovah saw qualities in David that was more fit for a certain position. In addition to Moses as well, his brothers and sisters were murmuring against him, bringing up his past choices and behaving like he wasn't capable in certain areas. And Jehovah already saw, which we can't see people in that level, that he was capable of things that even Moses didn't see he was capable of. And Jehovah continued to develop him in those areas that he also had more natural abilities in regards to or gifts that Jehovah continued to strengthen for a greater purpose. And another example is Hannah. Hannah, Mary as well, she was chosen. I'm sure there were other virgins, but certain qualities in her made her more fit to bear Jesus on the earth, which was here temporarily for a purpose to show us what, Yahweh, Jehovah, and Jesus would do for us in the future and how we should treat one another. And also with Hannah, I'm sure there were other females in the scriptures that were barren or couldn't have children, basically, or had challenges in that area. I don't want to keep, anyways. So why was she recorded? Because there are times when people really don't care if they can't have children. They are okay with that. And other people have more of a greater desire for that, and it adversely affects them if they don't bear children. So treating people like they're it really is stifling. And sometimes we have to realize our concern is more about us. It's more about our unaddressed traumas and our ways of perceiving things. It's very important that we continuously pray to Yahweh, Jehovah, Jehovah, for divine and more accurate synopsis of people or individuals and what's best for them. What may not have been best for us at the time may be best for them. It may adversely affect them mentally and emotionally to be continuously stifled from it. And we also would do well to trust that Jehovah can get these people through anything. He can get us. That's like he's gotten us through different things that our parents don't know anything about, or parent, or people that consider to be the closest to us. They don't know everything about us, and we don't know everything about them. So we got through it, and they don't know it. So people can get through other things. And I, through wholehearted prayers and supplications, have been led that us individuals, can be highly selfish, and we can put our bitterness on other people because subconsciously we feel that because it didn't happen for us, that it shouldn't happen for anyone else. And it is a form of selfishness, no matter how we try to dress and paint it up as concern. So if you really care and love someone as a primary caregiver, a parent, someone of support of some kind, please continue to remain in wholehearted prayers and supplications to Yahweh, Jehovah, Jehovah, through Christ Jesus, Yahshua, Michael above the heavens, who knows every individual better than we ever could. Even as a parent who held a child in their womb, you don't know a child like Jehovah does. Your abilities, it doesn't match to Jehovah's ability to perceive someone. So it's not to diss anyone or to undermine them. What you acquired or continue to acquire is resourceful. However, it's not more than what Yahweh can understand and know about an individual. So if you are concerned, please try not to put your unhealed traumas or inconsistently healed traumas that you evidently did not remain consistent about or honest about to be a stifling block to your child, children, or anyone else. It's not fair to them. Much love to every priceless individual, and this is why Yahweh did not behave like that with us. He allows us to learn, even though we suffer the consequences at times of our actions, and sometimes they work out. Jehovah does not condone any type of habitual micromanagement, unhealthy self-sabotaging, or exerting any sabotaging techniques to quote-unquote help individuals, because Jehovah knows, as the most intelligent, that does not work, and it could cause and foster more damage than other healthier ways, like remaining in wholehearted prayers and supplications in regards, remaining specific and as honest as possible, talking to that individual after you've continuously prayed to Yahweh, not putting your feelings and yourself on them, because you're not them. You're not them, and they're not you. No matter if that child was, growing in you and you conceived that child, you are not them and they are not you. They have genes from both parents. They may not even take much of your, qualities. They may take a combination of both, mixed with an ancestor from back in the day, mixed with their own self. So it's very important that we don't do that. And we may think that we're helping and may have fostered, whether we realize it or not, more damage to that child or children by our unaddressed traumas, not remaining consistent about our traumas. It's very essential that we remain in the healing and not project habitually ourselves on our children in general, or anyone else. Somebody may be more ready for something and it may last for them, which may not last for us, which is fine. It's not a competition. We all have our own gifts. We all have our own blessings. We all are graced individuals on this shared planet. We're all a living, breathing miracles. And just because it didn't work out for us, or it's not working out for us in certain areas, doesn't mean that we're worthless, less than someone, or someone deserves to live our stifled out hurt. No, that's what we choose to hold on shouldn't be somebody else's prison. And it may work for them. You can go there and applaud it and support it. It's not all about us. If it can work for someone, please continue to keep them and hold them up in wholehearted prayers and supplications, and continue to water your garden and align with your purpose and blessings, flaws and all. We all have them. Much love, beautiful people out there. Take care.